Good morning. Good morning. I'm Avery Joel.
And I'm Yehuda Chanelis.
We're here from the Fuchs Mizrachi School in Cleveland. We are brand new grantees, and we are honored, and we thank you for this opportunity to be with such a renowned group of forward-thinking, innovative, and passionate educators and leaders. Our teachers want to improve. They want to grow professionally. They want to take the time to think about innovations, about growth, and how to improve instruction for all of their students. The challenge that we face is that we ask so much of our teachers. We want them to think about 21st century skills. We want them to bring passion and excitement to the classroom. We want them to think about innovations like UBD and PBL and PLCs and any other three-letter combination you could put together. We ask them to meet the needs of every student academically, spiritually, social, emotionally, take care of each and every student wherever they are, including the student that just moved from Israel and doesn't speak English, and the student that just came from public school and doesn't read Hebrew, all at the same time, while communicating effectively with the students, with their supervisors, with their parents, nonstop. Prepare well, grade well, and by the way, think about innovation. Think about professional growth. Think about doing things differently. Add to that the fact that in our typical day in our school, teachers come at 8 o'clock, they leave at 5:15, they teach several different subjects, whether it's Tanakh, Gemara, Halacha, Jewish thought, combination of them, many different preps throughout the day, meet in all of their various departments, meet about students, meet about their own instruction, and we find that in the end, the teachers don't feel like they have the headspace or the time to innovate and to think about professional growth. And so the challenge that we're facing boils down to three questions. How can we develop structures within our schools that inspire and sustain a culture of innovation? How do we enable teachers to maintain and model their personal passion for Torah learning? And then more broadly, how do we make sure the teaching and learning of Torah in our schools remains meaningful to students in an ever-changing world?
As you can see from our questions, our solution and our design is less about any particular product, pedagogy, or program, and is more about figuring out a way to build structures embedded in the school and in our school culture that enables sustained, continuous innovation and improvement to just be part of the way in which Jewish day schools work. This idea really stems from the core Jewish value of Lilmod U'l'lameid, recognizing the connection between learning and teaching and the iterative cycle of teaching leading to learning, learning leading to teaching that sustained our tradition for thousands of years. Our goal is to build a cycle of continuous innovation into the way in which schools operate and the way in which teachers learn. The core of the program is creating an engine for innovation, deeper reflection and learning in the context of a summer where teachers are not running from class to class, from period to period, responding to a parent's email, grading a test, and thinking about the next 3 classes that they have. Weekly faculty meetings over the course of the year is enough to sustain innovation. It's not enough to develop it, to create it, and to adapt it. To take some of the unbelievable models that you heard about this morning and will hear about this afternoon and figure out how to apply them in the context of a real school with individual needs, different teachers, different students. The summer, where a full faculty of Judaic Studies teachers joins together to learn, to reflect, and to grow together, will provide that deep learning opportunity that will then create the engine for continued reflection throughout the year. In the summer, they will have the opportunity to first get together as learners, Lilmod, to focus simply on reinstituting, re-inspiring their commitment and their engagement in Jewish learning and their passion for Torah and Torah study. That passion, that excitement for the text that they will study together will then inspire their approach towards the development of and integration of new innovations within the school. That then will be followed up on throughout the year through weekly meetings where they'll collect data from their own classrooms, they'll try out their ideas, they'll bring it back to the team, they'll look at student work, they'll reflect on what's working and what's not, and through that continuous cycle, then come back right before the next summer, deciding how their work over the course of the year will inform and be informed by the previous year's work and what's going to happen in that summer. Through building this continuous cycle of innovation and improvement into the context of our school, we hope to invite other schools to observe that process and ultimately to partner together with us to create not just improvement networks within our schools, but amongst our schools to deal with the ever-changing needs of our students and to sustain the many different innovations that we will need moving forward.
Okay, we're going to move, if I can figure out how to use this. All right, I'm going to ask somebody to come and just move to the next slide for me. And we need to move pretty quickly here. And as you get up, and please look at the back of your name tag, and you'll see which session we've asked you to join. There are poster boards, black, green, red, and blue here. Please go to the appropriate spot in the room, and we'll get you started on the deep dive. Thank you, Mark. Right now. Okay, please quickly go to your assigned place.
I'm in Fuchs Mizrachi School.